Oh, so today I had a little bit of an experiment. I had a laser in a PlayStation 1 where this had a no disc spin. So this wouldn't spin at all, but you could see that the diode was still working. And what I noticed was, usually they sort of do like a little up and down as they try and focus in. And it wasn't trying to focus at all. So I stripped down the laser and I thought, I've got a massive bag full of old lasers that just don't work. Various different things wrong with them, just not reading. And I thought, I'm sure one of them's got a decent set of focus coils on it. So I stripped it down. Well, first of all, I took one that was completely dead, that it didn't do anything, and I thought I'll just strip that down completely and see how hard it is to do. And then the second one I did it less destructively. So yeah, there's just we've just got like a ribbon that solders onto here. The more difficult bit is actually just getting to it, really. But yeah, I put it in. I wasn't expecting it to work. It was just sort of like, I've got the bits, I'll have a crack seeing if this actually works. And yeah, it does. It works and boots up perfectly now. Now you'll leave it. You'll be able to see it go through its, because this wasn't spinning at all before, and now it's sort of doing its initial fire up there. It'll load up. So yeah, it's loading up a game now, which I was really really surprised it actually worked. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to dig through my bag, because I'm sure I've got another one where it's not focusing. The no spin issue is more like on the first generation, yeah, SCPH 1002. It seems to be more on them. The later ones, if this coil goes, from what I've seen, is that they'll still spin, but they'll just like have like a little impulse, and it'll stop a little impulse, and then it'll just give up. So I'm sure I've got one like that came the other day. So yeah, bear with me. I'm gonna have a little dig through and see if I can find a nice donor to go on this other laser. Right, if you see how this spins, but we're getting no I can just about see the light in that thing. Yeah, there's a laser light in there. It spins, but it doesn't try to focus. Now on the earlier ones, the one that called audiophile ones, it won't spin at all when it does this. I think this is something they put in later, just if it's struggling to focus on a particular bit, just to move the disc a bit, so you can see, so the laser can pick up maybe an area that's got grease on it or something. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, it's worth a shot sticking all this assembly in and see if we can get a working laser out of it. Right, so I'm just going to advance this out a bit. I'm not too fussed about causing issues with the gears with that, because I mean this is a dud anyway. This is more of a experiment to see if I can get another one working from it, or was it just a fluke with the other one. And if you've got, yeah, this laser is really jank. I've already changed the transport on it. I didn't realise it had that focus issue. Changed the transport because the old transport had been glued back together, so it's got all this schmooze on it. And it also had the wrong motor in it. Someone had tried to put a different motor on, so I had to change all that out and put a new spindle on it. So yeah, it's a bit it's a bit of a jank state this anyway, but it's perfect candidate for an experiment. So just pushing that little tab in there gets that out. We've got our laser here. Right, where's the other one? Oh, there we go. There we are. Right, we'll start on the the donor one. So first we've got one screw that holds this plastic cover on. And it's just got two little fine clips. One either side, one there, and then there's one there. I can see that this has been replaced already because that should have been underneath. This clip is meant to go underneath this ribbon, so that was on top. So this has already been changed once on this one. Right, so I want to flip it over. Ideally, might put a bit of. Just want to try and prevent as much dust as I can. I mean, kitchen roll's probably got fibres in it as well. Actually, it doesn't. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, this is the donor, so yeah, we want to try and prevent getting as much dust as we can. And we've got these 3 screws that just hold the focus mechanism in place. So we've got to take them out, and we have to take this switch out. I can't remember, how did I do this? I think there's 2 little clips here and here. So if we just try and pop them out first, if it'll let us. Might be a little bit fiddly. Just stab myself then. There we go. That's that pushed out. We've got to be trying careful not to damage this. At least these traces are kind of chunky on this, so less likely to get damaged. Might need the bigger. Right, so I'm just going to heat that up. And we'll pull this off. There we go. And just put that to the side and keep that safe. Then we need to peel this piece of ribbon off this section. Just get in the corner where like something sharp, like these tweezers, and then just separate that glue. And then the transport should start to come out. You've got to be really gentle with it because they're really thin cables. But we just want to do it enough so we can expose I mean, this is the donor one anyway, so actually, yeah, you don't have to worry too much about saving that because we've got the proper one on the other thing. So on this, we want to just slowly peel that bit off like that, and that frees it up. And then we've got 4 little contacts on there that get the whole coily bit working. It's kind of interesting to look at actually, because you've got this little mirror down here, and I always wondered, like, could you clean that mirror? And you could probably see what's wrong with this. They're sort of like delaminating, going misty, them mirrors. See how it's like not perfect? I don't know how much that actually matters, and I don't know what they're like from factory. One thing I might do, I might start stripping a new laser down, or have a look and see what the sort of difference is. Yeah, so now I want to find my desoldering braid and take some of that solder off. Alright, I've just found my desoldering braid. I'm just going to stick a bit of loop on these, just to make it a bit easier. I'll just put my bigger tip on the wedge tip. I'm just going to try. So I'm all the time trying not to touch that, but I'm going to have to clean it with isopropyl anyway, because it was in the bag of what I assume were just dead lasers. It's one of them things I could have thrown them away, but I never did, because I thought, I wonder if they'll ever just come in useful for something off of them. So on this, you want to try and get as much of this solder off as possible. Just run it off. You want to keep your soldering iron. I've got it to set to 350. I don't want it too high because I don't want to melt this ribbon. I usually solder a little bit hotter than that. I think probably 300 would probably be a safer bet, to be honest. This is where a second set of hands, helping hands, would come in useful. There we go. I want to just get as much off as we can, because as long as we've got, if we can get just about all of it off, it just reduces the risk of us tearing it. Like this one, obviously it doesn't matter too much on this one because this is our donor one. So now with that removed, this should just peel off. We'll see. Or do we need to heat it up? There we go. And there you have it. One free transport. I keep calling it a transport. It's not that at all. It's a focus coil. Focus coil and lens. Now, I did see another video. I can't remember YouTuber who it was, but they were having trouble because this had snapped, and this would be a good fix for that as well. So if any of this is damaged, obviously you can just swap it out as a whole unit. So if it's not going up and down, if there's like a big scratch on the lens, or if this piece is broken, this is a good option rather than binning the whole laser, because the diode's probably fine. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the other one, but I'm going to do it, I'm going to speed the video up because I've just gone through the whole process with this one. So yeah, I'll do that real quick and I will speed it all up through YouTube magic. Right, make sure I put the dead wood in a different place. It's hard to figure out what's actually gone wrong on it. There is a chunk of something stuck to the magnet though there. Don't know whether that would have made a difference, but oh well. Now, here's the fiddly bit. This is where it'd help if I finally bought like one of them helping hands thing. So this can be real tricky to get it back on. And also I want to try as best not to touch that mirror and this lens. So these are all very fiddly things. Yeah, I'm going to try my best to do this. My apologies if you can't exactly see what I'm doing on camera. But what I'm going to do is get a bit of splodge of this stuff on one side of it. I'm going to load up the tip of my soldering iron, a little blob. I'm just going to try, blobbing, just touch the lens then. just going to try and line it in and tack one of them down. It might not be perfectly straight. This would probably look real funny, me fiddling about with this, but there we go. There's one down. It ain't perfectly straight, but the kind of biggish pads. I'm going to get one on the other side now. There we go. It's not a perfect job. It should do the trick though. Oh, we just wasted all this time. We'll see. Right, that's in. Reassembly. I'll get this done as quick as we can because we don't want I don't want to be fiddling about with silly little bits. Oh, one thing, this corner here, that has got a little groove. See how it goes in there? Like that. We just want to try and get that stuck back on. They probably won't stick back down. Maybe some little bit of some adhesive would be good for that, but this is kind of just like a proof of concept. I've done it once. Was it a fluke? Let's try and see if we can do it again. Oh yeah, that's the other thing to remember. Try and get this piece of ribbon cable where his switch was soldered to. If we just get that out of there. There we go. Get our screws in whilst we can. Let's just going to try and keep everything. Whoops, it's that exposed mirror. I don't if you start getting dust out or anything like that. That's a piece you can't actually clean. Like I said, they always look like they're a little bit hazy. So yeah, I might try taking a relatively new laser apart and seeing if that looks hazy as well. Maybe that's just the way they are. Maybe the reflections on the surface is not so much about the back. Maybe it's meant to be like refract some of it, some of that light. Right, so we've got that. We've got that. We can put this back on. Now this little leg here goes underneath like that, and that one goes over that side, and then we just got one of these little screws to get that in. That's that down, and then we've got to put our switch back on. I found the easiest way, we just this won't stick back down unless you get some new glue on there. So I'd recommend like having some sort of like general purpose glue. I wouldn't use super glue for it. Something that's like a bit of the consistency of hot glue, but not actually hot glue. So it has a little bit of a give. Just solder them back on. Right, I'm going to put it back in the transport now and we'll see what that's like. Right, I just had a quick go of it and it's still not working, but I'm wondering if, because this has got all glue on it and it's sort of torn there and that capacitor had popped off, so I soldered that back down, but I'm wondering if there's just something damaged on one of these traces somewhere, because like the glue's on it quite tight there, and I wonder if it's just torn somewhere. Or there's something else somewhere that I can't see. So what I'm going to do, I've got this other one here that has got the same problem. So I'm going to try putting this coil into that one real quick. So hopefully that works. I'm just going to do it real quick off camera because you've already seen me do it twice now. Like I mentioned before, there's a There's always a possibility of this not working because I didn't know the history of that laser. I mean, there's got to be a reason that that coil didn't work in the first place. So it's either the ribbon or the coil itself. I mean, there's a chance that this one won't work either. But I know I have got one working out of it. But yeah, this is a good experiment to see where. Well, I'd like to at least find where last put my. Oh, there it is. Last put my soldering wick. To see how successful this is. I mean, I was very excited when I did the first one and it just worked. But now I'm getting less excited. But, yeah, I guess that's the way it goes. You're experimenting with things. Right, I'll just stick some batteries in this thing. Got this little battery holder. It is 6 volts, which is probably higher than what that is because it only looks a little thing. If we just put it on for a second, what happens? I don't know which one. Oh, I guess it's like a twist. That's. So is it that way and then that way? That's pushing it down. Do it the other way. See, that works. So this may have worked in the other one for a different reason. So that does come out. So the problem doesn't lie with that. There must be somewhere else where it's broken. Interesting. Right, so this is the old one that I pulled out. Does that actually work then? Yeah, this actually blooming works. So you get does that thing for focus. What does that do? Is that like it's like a twist on it? Yeah, I mean I don't know much about them, so how they track the. It's got a right kick to it. That's actually good. Right. Okay. This one's good as well. So they're actually good. So I'm going to put them to a side. So it doesn't fix it every time. I wonder if we can figure out what the problem actually is. What is it? So where's the one that we just pulled apart? Right here. I mean, I can't figure out what could actually go wrong because there's not many there's no active components. There's like this capacitor. All I can think is like trace damage or something. Unless it's something on the ribbon cable, like this one. That all looks clean. Doesn't look to be any breaks. Let's see if we can figure out if there's I know, let's get another laser that. Typical. The first one I tried it on, it worked straight away. And then we try it on another one, it didn't work. Right, we've got one that I know that the focus thing works on it. So I want to see if I can find the connect, which one of these connects, if it connects straight up to it. Right, so we've got the, get that in continuity mode. This is going to be tricky. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. Get this. Right, so that one, so pin 1, well, pin 1 goes to the second from the top, the bottom one on the left. Pin 2, let's see if that goes to any of them. Ah, that goes to the top one. It actually goes to both of them. Right, so does that ground... Yeah. So basically, that first pin there on this side... Sorry, you can't even say, sorry. This first pin here, that goes to the bottom 2 of them. And then the second one goes to the top 2. Right, so if we get I mean, we can try and figure out what went wrong with this one, even though it's in pieces now. So if we're looking at that, sorry, totally out of whack. Right, so if we get that first pin. Was that that was the bottom one of that, bottom one of them 4. Should be either side. Nada. Pin 2, does that get anything? It did bleep for a second while I was messing about, so there's a chance that this is gonna... Yeah, so pin 2 is alright, but this pin here, not getting anything. So where does that pin 1 go? It goes all the way round. I don't see anything broken. It goes all the way around that side, and it goes into all that lot, which I don't really want to unravel all that, but I'm going to anyway. Oh, I can't pull that apart because it's all soldered together. Yeah, don't know, it loses that somewhere. That doesn't even go to like any of that thing. So that flips over. It's kind of thick. I don't see any nicks in this side or all like that. Don't know. Don't know. It's a mystery. The bottom 2. I mean, I could do like a real hacky fix and like put a wire on it, but yeah. Let's, if we're going to do anything, let's see if we can fix this one, because it's all together, isn't it? So let's see with this one. So we've got this first pin. Same again, there's nothing on that. Are we going the right way around here? Just check my... So how has it not got anything from here? And then even that, it's got nothing. This is even worse. It's not got either of them. I just don't understand. Anywhere else that? I'm wondering if this goes anywhere else. I could like make a bodge wire. Yeah, that pin 1, it goes. There's not even anywhere I could like bypass. Yeah, so check that first. That's what you need to check before you replace this. If it's one where it's not focusing at all, you need to just check that pin 1 has got continuity, and pin 2's got continuity, because this is the one where it all actually works. Dear, 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 dear. God knows where that's broken at. I don't know if that... Interesting if that actually goes to anywhere else, if that's like a ground. I should have looked at the pin out for this. There is a pin out for PlayStation lasers. Should we do something really crazy? Should we try taking a ribbon cable off another one? Let's do that. How hard could it be? Right, this is purely in the interest of science. What a day. What a day. Oh man, I really need to sort my tool game out. Put that there. And desolder that off. This is crazy. You know what I need to do? I need to stop getting ahead of myself. Get everything out of the way. I don't want to damage. Actually, like I was saying, that this is now defunct, this ribbon cable, so it doesn't matter if we damage it, but I kind of want to have good practice for when we do the next one. So this is just a laser diode that I'm probably wrecking. I have very little, all I want to do is see that laser light and have it spin and it focus a little bit. That is the aim. Right, I'll just peel that off, let it all just come off. This is very well stuck down. This is practice for the proper one that we're going to take off. Get off in one thing. Yeah, that looks good. Don't think we damaged it. Right. What am I doing? Right. Pull this one apart real quick and get to that same point. Right, we're just at the same point here as we were with the first one. So we're going to get this cable off. And then we're going to have one broken laser probably. But at least we've learned some of them. We learned a lot. I mean, I did get one laser working with this tomfoolery earlier today. I'm just disappointed this didn't work, because it was going to be like, oh, check this out. I was just messing around and I did this. Check it out. Let's get it going. Not as simple as that. But at least we're getting to go a bit deeper now. I'm trying to replace the whole cable thing off of it. I'm just this is the, like I said before, this is the diode. I'm just trying to get as much solder off of it as I can, so it'll just, the ribbon cable will just lift off. I just tried lifting it off and it won't go. So maybe that will get it now. This is got a lot of glue behind it. Oh yeah, it's going. Just got to be careful not to rip it. Just very gently. Very gently. There we go. I just want to show you that mirror, that one. You see how it's all like... Is it meant to be like that? I can't imagine it's meant to be like that. What would happen if we put isopropyl on it? This is a dud now. Could not get this laser to work or do anything of any good. You see, I don't think it's this surface. It's like it's underneath. Oh, I think I get it. I think I get it. It's not meant to be a mirror. It is meant to reflect the light, but it's more to do with its like iridescent surface than it is to do with, you know, like a mirror you usually get has got like an aluminium back on it or something like that to make it reflective. This is kind of like iridescent, so I guess you'd have to like catch it in the light. I don't know if I can do it on here. You know where you get all the reflections, and then just try and have a look there to see if there's anything on it. But hey ho, that's in the bin. Right, where did I put the good one that we just dismantled? Was it this one? Yes, it's this. Must be this. Well, there we go. Do we think it's gonna like stick on a bit for me and make it easy for me? Was it gonna be a pain in the butt? It's sticking down a little bit. So I get it into place. Try and get it as lined up as much as I can. And I'm just going to tack it down. Get my smaller end. You're supposed to be there. How come you like super sticky a minute ago, now nothing? Right. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I mean, it's ugly, but just get a little lump on it here. It's ugly, but it's on. This is not ideal at all the way I'm doing this. I'm getting further away. I'll put some flux on. Right, let's move it around because I just realised this is really dumb. I should be having it. It should be like. Don't go on that. We might need that. Like that. And then use this to like that in place. So little bit of solder on the tip. Little bit of solder. Right, so that's the diode soldering. Maybe not the best job ever, but whatevs. Just looking at that, there is like a smudge on it. This might be a very, very silly idea. Sorry, I should zoom out. There. There's like a little smudge on it. I'll see if I can get rid of it. This could be a bad idea. You've got to just sort of catch it in the light. I think that looks pretty clean actually. Right. So we need this thing. We need to figure out how the heck this all went back. It was like stuck over like that, and then this went in this gap, and then that hole there. I think that's it. But we've got to get this doodad soldered to this doodad. Yeah, I wonder if because that's magnetic. Oh no, it's not. No, I'm thinking just something to hold it. No, I don't think that'll work. Just try and invent a jig to hold everything in place. I think it's just going to be one of them situations where you just got to get some solder on the tip and just tack it down real quick just by holding it. Zoom in a bit. I should do TLDR versions of my videos. Sometimes they get a bit longer than I was hoping. didn't put enough on the tip. Stop moving. Why are you moving? What's happening here? Just don't land on that mirror. There we go. That's half the battle. Let's tack the other one down. Is that a bit too far? Yeah. Ah. That's that bit. So, bad things. I mean, you know, if this doesn't work, you know, what's the old saying? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's just been a fun experiment. I won't be sad. If it just tries to focus and I see the LED light, I'll be happy that, you know, that it's feasible to do this sort of stuff and it isn't just all a big waste of time. And it wasn't just, the first one wasn't just a fluke. Zoom back out again. I don't know how much of that you missed. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be to remove all that and stick it back on. I have got another laser where the ribbon's just been completely ripped in half. That'd be interesting to see if that one's any good. Right. Put the cover back on. And again, that goes under there, that goes over there. I can't believe we've just taken this, we've just pretty much completely rebuilt this laser. Right, I'll put it in a transport and put it in a machine and see what happens. Nearly forgot something crucial and it made a big crunchy sound. We haven't put this, the switch. Am I gonna have to unscrew it now? Yeah, I'm just gonna unscrew it. I'm not gonna risk breaking it. Let's just give it enough give to get that out there. So it's freed it up now. It's really tricky to get that into that gap whilst you're putting it back together. Come on. There. And tighten these back up. Grab a switch, which I've got blooming loads of them all over the place now. Slap that in there, crunch it down. Blob, 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 blob. Solder those things. You're not soldered down. That looks good. Right, now put it back in the transport. Right, moment of truth. Remember, I just want to see... I should probably pull that out. Or, I want to just see that bob up and down, and I'm just going to put my hands on it and see if I can see the laser light. And I'm not looking directly above it, obviously, because I don't want the laser in my eye. Moment of truth. Hey! Yeah, there's a laser light. Let's put a disc in and see what happens. Alright, let's see what this does. Oh, it's struggling. He tried to do something though. Let's see if we can do anything to help it. It's trying. It's detecting there is a disc there, and it's trying to go for it. Let's see if we can just help it. This disc is proper chewed up as well. It's probably not helping. I'll find a better disc. Right, I'm just gonna get nice fresh. But you're right. If that laser wasn't working at all, what you'd see is it'd just try and spin a couple of times, and then that's it. The fact that it's even trying to do anything is a win for me. Because it just means that there's more ways that we can try and... Oh, there's the other thing as well. This is a replacement thing, so there's a chance that this is not on the right height. Let's see if that made any difference. That's good. No way. Oh, yes! I can't believe that actually works. It's not great. It sounds wrecked. It sounds wrecked. It is working. It's struggling. I'll admit it's not perfect, but it is sort of working. Right, that's going to do it for this video. It's a proof of concept. I'm going to have a little play with it, see if I can get it to work better. But honestly, this was just to see if we could get a laser to do anything. As you saw before, I wasn't even doing that focus thing. So what we ended up doing is just replacing the entire ribbon. We just replaced all that. And that's what got it to do something at least. But yeah, I hope this helps you out. Probably better just to buy another laser, but as these are becoming rarer and rarer, this might be a viable fix for you. If you've got that no focus thing, just checking those points, checking those little points on the bottom of the coils. Yeah, for continuity with a multimeter. But yeah, thank you very much. Like it if you like this stuff, and subscribe. As I'm nearly at 100, I've got like 90 subscribers now, so if I can get to 100 soon, that'd be great. Laters.